What's poppin', guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today I was like, let's do a chatty style video. I haven't really sat down and just talked with you guys, so I can already tell you it's gonna be a pretty long video, so you might want to grab a snack, get your lunch, get your dinner, come sit down and hang out with me, or even better, get ready with me. It is a Friday night, so let me know if you guys are planning on going out. What do you guys like to do on the weekends to get wild and crazy? Or are you just gonna stay in tonight? I have honestly no idea what I'm gonna do for my plans, but I do know that I want to hang out with you guys. So before I start, if my wig catches fire back there from my candle, please let me know in the comment section. I'm not really trying to have a fire going off in here. And I have my natural hair out. I just put it up in a bun. I straightened it a couple days ago. And you know, like when you wash it the day of, it doesn't look the best, so you gotta wait a couple days for your natural oils to come through. But anyways, I'm so excited to be here doing a fun vlog. I have some new product here which I want to play around with, some new stuff that I want to show you guys, and I just have a lot of stuff going on recently. I did ask you guys on my Instagram stories to send some questions, so we'll go through that and answer those, give some shout outs in the video today as well. So make sure you guys follow me on Instagram so you guys can get little shout outs like this. And don't forget to subscribe for more fun videos like this one. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I just haven't really done a makeup video in so long, so I'm a little rusty at it. But I'm just a normal, regular, schmegular girl that likes to play with makeup. I'm not a makeup artist. But I already did my eyebrows because that literally takes me forever to do my brows. And I don't have 20 minutes to sit here and do my eyebrows with you guys. But I'm gonna just dive on in with this video. I will put all the products that I'm using in the description box below so you guys can get all the product detail that I'll be using today. Now I will be using a new foundation. This one just came out and it's the Too Faced Do You Full Coverage Fresh Glow Foundation infused with juicy watermelon and fresh cucumber. This is scented as well, and it claims to have a dewy finish, long wear, hydrating and brightening, and this is the new collection that Too Faced came out with, right? So it's only available at Ulta stores, so if you guys want to get it, definitely check it out. I am mixing it with my foundation from Marc Jacobs because I like the coverage that that offers, and it smells like that bougie water that you would get at a resort, you know, like the cucumber water. So it smells really summery, which is nice. And the texture of it honestly feels like the peach foundation from Too Faced, which I love because that foundation wears all day long. Also, I have a few active breakouts over here because I just got a chemical peel and everything is just exposed. And I've been kind of sick for the past 2 days, and it was like not a weird normal sickness like, oh, my throat is sore, oh, I have this cough, oh, I am having a temperature. No, I had the worst dizzy spells for 2 days straight, and I had absolutely no reason why. I've never had that before, so I was low-key freaking out. And I'd gone out to a beauty event the night before, but I was totally fine before the event. Got home, I was totally fine, and all of a sudden I just went to stand up and I felt extremely dizzy, like everything around me was spinning, like my whole entire apartment was spinning, like I was hallucinating or something. It was the weirdest thing. And then I was getting motion sickness, I was getting nausea, and I had to throw up. Like it was just like, no matter if I moved my head too quickly, I stood up too quickly, I rolled over in my bed while I was sleeping, I just felt like my body was constantly spinning in a motion. And it wasn't a hangover thing, it was just very weird. I never in my life felt that before. And so I went to bed really early last night and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and sleep it off. I'll wake up in the morning, I will be totally fine. So of course I was doing all my Googles and I was just researching the things that I was feeling and trying to figure out what was the cause. People said, oh, it could be that you're hungover, but I'm never like that when I'm hungover. Didn't even drink that much at the event. So I had to, you know, cross that off the list. Then someone said you're extremely dehydrated, you have high blood pressure, you could be going into a seizure, and I was low-key freaking out, but then I was like, nothing else is wrong with me aside from the fact that I just feel really dizzy. Long story short, I woke up this morning and I instantly felt extremely dizzy when I sat up to go take my dog out. And then I realized I've been wearing the same 4 crystal bracelets for about a week straight. 2 of them were new. I did cleanse them and stuff, but I've been wearing them for a week straight. And so I felt like maybe the vibrations were too strong for me to handle. And I have been wearing them, like 4 of them, very strong energies and vibrations, that maybe it was too much for me. So I just took them off. I kid you not, 3-4 minutes later, I instantly felt better. And it was so weird. It was the weirdest thing. And then I went on Google and started Googling sickness from crystals, and some crystals can be too strong for you. And they might not mix well with your vibration at that time. So that was just a rough 2 days, let me just tell you guys. But anyways, you see how long it takes me to do my makeup. I haven't even moved on to the next step, okay? I'm trying to hurry up here so we don't have an hour-long video. I've tried this out one time before, and I can't really remember how long it lasted on me, so this is perfect. I can go ahead and do a full day's wear and let you guys know what I think about it. So I'm gonna go in with this Born This Way concealer, which I've been rocking since it's come out. Obsessed with it. I love everything about it, the packaging, the formula, the coverage. While I blend, I'm gonna hop on Instagram and see what the dogging has to say, what questions you guys have. Oh, there's a lot in here. I love these new features that they have on here. Literally, Instagram has stepped up their game, and I just got makeup all over my phone. Side note, who's getting the new iPhone X? What is it, XS Max? Is that what it is? Jade wants to know, from one single girl to another, where are some good places to meet people? That's a really good question. I feel like it just depends on your personality and what it is that you like to do, because if you go to a country bar and you don't like country, you're probably going to meet a lot of people that like country. So like, what do you have in common? Try to go to places that resonate with you. Maybe you really love poetry, go to a poetry night somewhere, and maybe you'll meet the love of your life. If you like to go to the club, you like to bond over EDM music, go to the club and listen to some EDM, twerk a little something one time, and talk to people. Don't be afraid to open up your mouth and introduce yourself. I think sometimes we are in our heads too much, and we think that we have all these insecurities about ourselves that kind of stop us from going after the things that we want, like meeting new people, networking, going out. Even if it's just going out by yourself, I think you have to kind of test the limit, test the waters, is that the saying? And do things that make you a little uncomfortable. Because once you do, you will become comfortable and you'll meet people that are like-minded, and it's a really cool experience. And honestly, it's so powerful. I just went to Vegas. I flew there for my birthday, like the week of my birthday, you guys know if you watch the vlogs. And I went by myself because none of my friends wanted to go, and I didn't want that to stop me from doing something that I wanted to do. So I was like, F it. I know people that are gonna be at the club, so I'm just gonna take this flight real quick to the club for one night and have a good time. And I absolutely did. Ended up meeting some awesome people along the way. So you just have to kind of get out of your comfort zone and do activities that you like. If it's art or pottery, music, hiking, wine tasting, whatever, just do it. And you'll meet people that are like-minded. So I love that question. I think that's a beautiful question. So thank you, Jade. Let's see what else we got. This is really hard to multitask. What do you love most about Vegas? You guys ask me about Vegas a lot. Those are probably my most common questions. Side note, I have a hacks video on Vegas, so links below to that. I really like this foundation. Granted, I did not get sleep last night, so I have these huge bags. I told you it's been rough. So who asked me that question? Anonymous Kid, thank you for asking. Also, I see him all the time on my Instagram, so shout out to you. Everyone has something that they love, you know, that they never get sick of, and for me that's Las Vegas. Like, something about the energy of it, being able to drink on the streets and to physically be able to get alcohol any time of the night past 2 o'clock. Like in LA, you can't buy alcohol past like 1:30 because that's like when all the bars close and stuff here. But being able to drink and party until the sun comes up, listening to amazing music. Obviously not everyone loves my music vibe, but if you do, hit me up on Spotify. I love EDM. It's almost like going to a music festival and seeing your favorite artist do its thing, but it's on a smaller scale. It's much more intimate. You're just really able to have that sort of connection with the music on more of like an intimate level. So that's why I love going to Vegas, and I'm there pretty often. I always joke and say I basically live there because of how often I go and how easy it is to travel there. It's a 45-minute flight, 4-hour drive. And I've met a lot of really awesome people that I run into in Vegas that I see. So it is kind of cool to have like a home away from home where you feel welcomed and stuff. So that's what I love about it, and it's always a different experience every time I go. So I have an espresso shot here. It's just always a different experience every single time that I go, and it's just unforgettable memories. So that was a really great question. I'm gonna set my face with this Becca. I love this. It's a loose powder, the Hydra Mist Set and Refresh powder. It almost goes on with like a cooling sensation, so it feels amazing, especially on hot summer days, which I'm all about fall over here. I have a fall candle burning back there. And I like to use this little powder puff to press it into my skin, but you can use a brush. I feel like you get more coverage, and it's a translucent color, so it'll work for everybody. Jazzy Frazzy wants to know, can you recommend any cheap, affordable places to shop for furniture? Target. I actually have a lot of pieces from Target, and you'll be surprised at the quality. Like my dining table is from Target, my desk is from Target, my bookshelf is from Target. It's just really good quality, way better than IKEA, and I would say they have similar prices. So look online, they have a better variety than in store. And I F's with Target so much. You just have to put it together yourself. That's why I always do all my furniture shopping when my dad comes to town, because he puts everything together for me. But love a Target run. Hashtag sponsor me, please. How do you get out of a funk? This was asked by _ Kayla Eats. Thank you for your question, Kayla. Love your name. So whenever I'm in a... Is you good? It depends on the situation. If I know what the problem is or what the cause of the problem is, I try to fix that first, and that way I can really understand, okay, this is why I'm feeling the way that I am because of this situation, and then I try to address that, and usually I feel much better. But if it's a period... Oh, Libra tried to jump on the couch and he just he did a backflip. Are you good? If I don't know what's causing the problem, that's usually the biggest issue, because you want to fix it but you don't know what to do. So I always meditate. I get out of my own head and I focus on my breathing, which really helps me just kind of become centered and grounded again, and I can just kind of open my eyes with a fresh look at life, and I can kind of just feel better and welcome in more positive energy. So that's the first thing I do, is I always try to meditate and quiet my mind, and usually that helps. Sometimes I just need to cuddle with my dog on the couch, you know, and get off of social media, and that really helps me get out of my feelings and resets myself. You know, sometimes you just need a break from social media because it can be kind of toxic and it can put you down sometimes. That's just the truth. We just need to kind of be more self-aware of our feelings, and that's when meditation comes through for me. It really allows me to feel how I'm feeling and understand why. So I love that question. This was asked by Pearl Little One, and she says, Kayla, okay, first of all, she wrote this in all caps. She goes, Kayla girl, I love watching your vids. To be honest, when you get a man, it's not about when I'm getting a man, because I just don't want to settle down. Like, I date, I love dating, I think it's so fun, meeting new people, and that's why I don't want to settle down with a man, because I enjoy the process of meeting new people, doing my own thing when I want to do it, not having to check in with somebody else and sort of ask for permission. I would never be that person that's like, oh babe, can I go out and do this? Do you mind? I don't want someone to have to also tag along with me to the things that I want to do. And at this particular time in my life, I'm having so much fun having my freedom, and I'm still coming into my own self and finding that confidence. Like I said earlier, I randomly flew to Vegas by myself to meet up with people. I don't think I would have ever done that a year ago, not even 6 months ago, because I didn't have that confidence within myself to go out and meet new people in different settings, let alone a different city. So I'm still enjoying the process of being free, doing what I want, coming into my own. I feel like if I were to settle down with someone right now, I wouldn't be able to enjoy the freedom that I've allowed myself to have and that confidence that I have right now. So I think that's why I'm single, and that's why I don't want to settle down. It also stems from the way that I've grown up, because I have never fully seen like a true love relationship. I've come from a family of divorce, you guys know this, and I was 3 at the time. So not having like a family in front of you that shows affection all of the time, and not being able to really see what a loving relationship looks like because it was a broken home. And also like my grandparents, of course they're still married, but they never really show affection around, like, I guess the family. And I think that also comes from my grandpa being like in the military and having that strong background. And I myself, I'm being so vulnerable right now. Wow, I didn't expect this. I am learning to show affection to other people. Like, I for a while didn't like when people just, like a guy would just like touch my knee, like please don't touch me. Like I was always that person that didn't like to be touched, and I didn't really know how to show affection by like holding hands or being cuddled or even giving a hug to someone. Like it was so new to me because I've never seen that. This is getting deep. I'm learning to be in tune with myself, and through meditation I'm learning that in all aspects of my life, and I'm becoming more open to new experiences. So I'm at that process and that journey where I'm still trying to fully understand myself, and I cannot give myself to someone else until I fully understand what it is that I want and what I need from a partner. And also I just haven't found someone that I feel is on my level. So hopefully that answered your question. I'm trying to be detailed and open with you guys and let you know so you can understand how I think and how I've kind of come up in my family life and how it has affected me. I feel like it is important to, I don't know, listen to your feelings, not ignore them. For a while I would ignore my feelings and just push them back, push them back, push them back. And until one day I realized, why am I trying to suppress all of these feelings? Because it doesn't help me at all. It's not helping me grow. It's not helping me understand what I need out of life and how I can be better, what I can do to change my old habits so I can be a better version of myself. Your girl is out here trying to stunt on 2018, and I'm really coming into my own, and I'm aware of that, and I'm so appreciative of that. And it's just a journey. It's such a beautiful journey, and I wouldn't trade my life experiences in the past for anything, because that's just who I am as a person, you know? So that was a really good question. Thank you so much for asking that. And I forgot my eye primer. I love priming my eyes. This is crucial if you want your shadows to be pigmented, to stick, to not crease, to be vibrant and delicious. So girl, you better put on your primer. I prefer primers that are pigmented. Like this is a light color. It's called Painterly by MAC, and I've been using it literally since 2010. So I feel like it conceals any darkness on my lid, and it just brings out the colors in my shadows even more. If I use a primer like Too Faced Shadow Insurance, there's no real pigment in that, so I just feel like it doesn't really bring out the colors in my shadows. So that's why I prefer using this. Okay, now for shadows, I'm gonna use this Morphie palette, and it's the 15H Happy Hour palette. So I'm gonna play with this. I only used it one time when I was going out to a beauty event 2 days ago. So I think I wanna kind of recreate that look because I really liked it, and it was more of like a reddish orange vibe. Super simple. You guys can totally do this at home. So I like the overall look of this palette. There is a good mix of, you know, your mattes with the shimmers, so perfect combination there. And honestly, with all the drama going on around these like Morphie palettes, I wasn't really ever super excited to really try out the brand because I just assumed all their palettes were going to be chalky, hard to blend, not pigmented, based on other people's reviews. And I was just like, okay, I'm not gonna waste my coin on a palette that ain't even done right. But I did get this palette through an Ipsy box, so that's why I have it in front of me. So shout out to Ipsy. I do have to say, I don't like the structure of this palette because I'm used to using my palettes as my main mirror. Love the mirror size, but it stops at this awkward angle that I have to like tilt the, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just a weird way that the palette was, like, why would they do that? Justin asked if I had to get rid of the Jeep, what car? Oh no, we would never. He wants to know what car would I get next. Yeah, I would never get rid of my Jeep. That is disrespectful. I love it too much. It just fits my personality so much, and I've put my heart literally into the Jeep and customized it myself, and I just could never get rid of it. But if I wanted to get another car, which I don't need another car, I'm a very simple person, I just need one vehicle, right? Like, ain't nobody got time for insurance and gas, like, no, not me. But if I got another car, my dream car is a Lamborghini. And you know why I want a Lambo? I've always wanted one, because of Bam Margera. I used to watch his show on MTV way back when, and he had a purple Lambo, and ever since then I was like, yes, I'm getting one of those. So I'm putting it in existence. Your girl's gonna drive a Lambo one of these days. How's the dating scene in LA? What's the dating scene in LA like? That's a good question. It's different, you know, everyone's on Tinder and all that good stuff, bad stuff, good stuff, however you want to say it. I'm not really big at Tinder. I've had some horrendous Tinder dates, oh my god, that have scarred me for life, to the point where I would never meet a guy on Tinder again. I solely use it for networking, which actually worked out way better for me than dating. So I just feel like there's a lot of F-boys out there, and especially on Tinder, as we all know. So that's why I don't rely on that for meeting new people. For me personally, I prefer to meet people in real life. Like I was saying earlier, the best way to meet people is by doing things that you like to do, so that way you have something to talk about. It's super natural when you meet someone. You can just catch the vibe of them to see if you guys mesh well together. So I do things that I like to do, and while doing that, meet people in the process. Super organic and it's fun. So if I'm actively trying to go out and date, never again, because it just doesn't work for me. It's almost like an interview process. You're asking the person the same questions over and over. What do you do? How long have you been in LA? Because, you know, not everyone's from LA. Most of us are from other cities. So you ask about their upbringing. Like, it's just a very boring interview process, and that's what's not fun for me about the whole dating thing. And also, I just don't have time to run out and meet. I mean, I guess I could have time, but I don't want to waste my time trying to meet and get to know a bunch of different people only to find out I don't like you, I don't like your vibe, I know you're after one thing and I'm not about to give it to you. That's just my own experience with dating in LA. People, I've also found, want to get in relationships very quickly, and I have to stop and say, no, that's not what I want. Like I told you earlier, you guys clearly know and understand why. And I don't want to settle down with the wrong person. I don't want to commit myself to the wrong person. And I also truly believe that if I can't see a future with you long-term, with kids, marriage, all of that, I don't feel like it's worth me wasting time just to date. And that stems from my parents' divorce. Like, I understand, look at me being my own therapist over here, but it's true. I don't want to waste my time only to have that relationship end up being broken up with, or not seeing me getting married to them, because I could be doing other things, continuing to work on myself as an individual. But dating in LA can be super fun. There's always cool places that you can go to for your dates. If you like to date, this is a great place to do so. But for me, I'm just not really trying to do all of that. If I meet someone out and about organically, that's what I prefer. I don't want it to be like a forced thing. Does that make sense? Am I making sense at all? I don't know. It's a vibe _IX wants to know my favorite meal. Now, usually I have to think about this, but right now I'm gonna tell you it's lobster. I have been making a lot of seafood recently, and I just love doing like seafood boils with the sauce and everything, totally inspired by B Loves Life here on YouTube. I just never get sick of it. Actually, I have sauce made that I made last night, so I'm probably gonna have some seafood today. So shrimp, lobster, crab legs, like I'm here for all of that. So that probably has to be my favorite meal at the moment. And it has been for a couple months now. It's so good. What I need to do is list some stuff on my Poshmark, which is why I want.
He wanted to make sure that his family was able to remain safe and
Oh my god. I'm literally freaked out right now.
Afternoon.
I'm throwing it in the
Go
trash.
out and enjoy sunshine today.
Shut up. Oh my god, I'm literally throwing it in the trash. That's what happened with my Alexa. I unplugged it so quick the second that she started speaking on her own. Threw that thing in a drawer and never looked back. Oh my god, that was crazy. Our phones can hear us too. I just realized, wow. My heart is literally racing. Oh my god, I'm getting dizzy again. This is... I'm literally so freaked out. That was scary. I'm unplugging it after this video, but I'm gonna go in with this blush. I'm my god, I thought I heard, I'm hearing noises now. I'm actually delusional. So there's like a really nice highlight and then a blush. I like to mix them together because you get like this really pretty rose gold. Smells good. Actually shook. Oh, it's so pretty with this eyeshadow. But like I was saying, the reason why I needed to get ready today was because I need to photograph some clothing items and accessories, which I'm gonna list on my Poshmark today. So I'm really excited to get that posted. It's gonna be like a fall haul, not a fall haul, fall closet sale, because I've cleaned out my wardrobe back there, which you guys could see, to make room for new stuff. And there's some really cool stuff I'm listing, a lot of North Face, cute crop tops, scarves. I forgot what else I have. I have a big box of stuff, really cute stuff. So definitely check out my Poshmark, and you can shop my closet, Kayla_Lashae_. And I just went in with the banana cream. It's Bananas setting powder, and I like a nice bright face. It's a vibe_IX also wanted to know, how did I get into crystals and things like that? That's an awesome question. I think I've touched on this before in the past. And I was on Google, of course. If I want to know something, I get on the internet. I just love to research new things and just like reading and discovering different things that I didn't know before. I was on Google looking for natural remedies on how to get rid of anxiety, because I don't believe really in taking prescription drugs. Wow, I'm getting really deep today. I just feel like when you go to the doctor, you tell them your issues, they're so quick to just write you a prescription because they want that paycheck. And not only that, but you get one drug, then you get prescribed another drug to kind of counteract the symptoms from the first drug. So it's like an endless cycle that I didn't want to feel like, okay, I was dependent on this thing. So I always look for natural ways to do things within my life. So during that process, long story short, I just came up with meditation to help with anxiety, and I started doing that regularly. Through meditation, I really learned how to quiet my thoughts and my mind that was constantly racing and thinking about all of these things constantly. So that was how I kind of came across meditation. And then as I started to dig deeper within meditation, all of these other articles and videos that I would watch, people were talking about crystal healing and how crystals have vibrations and how many different types of minerals there are out there that you can do so many cool things with them. And that's how I kind of got into meditation and crystals and crystal healing. And well, it's been like 3 years since then, so it's definitely transformed my life for the better. And of course, through the law of attraction, I feel like all of that is sort of tied together. But I'm using one of my favorite mascaras right now, and it's the Marc Jacobs, what is you called, the Velvet Noir. This is so nice. It has like little fibers that add length and volume to your lashes, and it's super dark. I thought I was gonna do lashes today, but I'm just really not feeling it. You can do guided meditations here on YouTube. Just search guided meditation and a bunch, hundreds of videos will come up. You can do them before sleep if you have trouble kind of going to sleep. They have guided meditations for that, for anxiety, for stress, for positive thinking. Guided meditations for manifesting prosperity, success, creativity, literally anything. So it's just an amazing practice, and I've gotten to the point, because it's been years, that I can quiet my mind without having to do a guided meditation. Like I can meditate literally in my car in a parking lot, you know? So it just takes time and practice. I don't even know what to call this video. Honestly, the truth about why I am the way that I am, basically. I'm gonna use my favorite pencil. It's by MAC. It's a little stub by now, and it's stripped down. It's like the perfect taupe color. And I like to overdraw my lips from literal corner to corner. Okay, and then I will slightly fill it in as well. I make really weird faces, by the way. See, now you have definition, and then I'll just fill it in. You can see my lips are definitely enhanced now. This is my favorite combination. This is Naturally Transformed lipstick from MAC, and I feel like these two go so well together because this is like a taupe color as well, with, I would say, gray undertones, and it is a matte finish. and it just seamlessly blends in with the liner. It's a great everyday color too. Probably my all-time favorite MAC lipstick. It's probably underrated. I never hear anyone talking about it. So that is my look. I would definitely love to put lashes on. I just don't have the patience for that today. And this video is already super long, but I did forget to put mascara on my bottom lashes, which is essential. Okay, this is my look for today. It's a little bright because I have all of these lights on right now, but it's just very simple, neutral eye, using the Morphie palette. And oh, love this foundation. It doesn't feel heavy on my skin, even with mixing it with the Marc Jacobs, which is a very concentrated foundation. So I have to say, if you guys are looking for something new to try out, definitely recommend trying this one. It's not creasing on me, definitely full coverage and lightweight on the skin. So that's my look for today. Can't believe I just ran my mouth so long, but that's what happens. You just get into the vibe and you just feel comfortable talking to your friends out there. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. And if you guys want me to do more of these on this channel, feel free to let your girl know. You can also find me on Instagram and Twitter whenever I'm not posting here on YouTube. And of course, I have a vlog channel, which I post on there regularly. So if there's not a video up on this channel, chances are there is one over there. So make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Also, don't forget to shop my Poshmark. Bye.